Namaste and hello, this is your Sanskrit instructor welcoming you back into lesson number 21, where we will be finally dealing with Sanskrit. I think this is one of the most exciting videos that I have done so far because we're actually dealing with Sanskrit, so I'm very excited about it. I hope that you guys are excited about it too because we have come a far way together for the past 20 videos. So in the last video, what we were introduced to were the rules of the first conjugation. And we were also exposed to one vowel sandhi. And a sandhi is basically grammar rules for Sanskrit. So we will be exposed to more of them as we progress throughout the course. But we just need to know that one sandhi for now, that one vowel sandhi rule for now, and keep the rules for the first conjugation in mind before we do our conjugation today. Remember, there's 10 conjugations in Sanskrit, and we are doing the first conjugation. So if you don't understand the rules, after taking a look at this example, please take a look at the previous video so you can have a better understanding. So let's get started, why don't we? So the example that I'm going to give you today is going to be a verbal root with a long final vowel. And an example of a verbal root with a long final vowel, our first Sanskrit vocabulary word is bhu. That is the verbal root. And bhu means to become or to be. So a verbal root with a long final vowel. Let's try to figure out what that long final vowel is. Bhu. So the final vowel oo is a long final vowel. Now remember, keep in mind the rules for the first conjugation. The final vowel and the short medial vowel of a verbal root take guna in the first conjugation. So final vowel, the final vowel here is oo. So what do we have to do so that we can make our verbal base? What we have to do to put it under guna is to pull out this table that was introduced to you, and we have to find the long vowel sign oo because that is what is in our verbal root. So we have a, I, oo, oo. Oo is under this column, and when oo is taking guna, that oo is replaced with the abbreviation for o, vowel sign o. So if you take a look at letter A, okay, following the rules for the first conjugation, bhu will take guna and it becomes bho. So we're removing the vowel sign oo and then we're replacing that with o because that is what oo takes guna with. And then the next step is that the letter a is added. So bho plus a, and then we're going to combine those letters together. And then after this point, this is where we have to figure out whether we have to apply a sandhi rule or not. So let us remind us as to what that sandhi rule is. So when a and o are followed in the same word by any vowel, they are changed respectively to I and of. So does this rule apply? Yes, it does. Why? Because we have bho and a, and the o and the a are next to each other, and a is considered to be a vowel. So this is what is going to happen. So I have bho, I have a here in the red. Now, these two letters are going to be removed and be replaced with of. Okay? So, bho and you want to remove that. You want to remove the o from the bho. And once you isolate the bho from the o, you're just going to get b alone. And when o and a come together, that's going to make of. So what I'm going to do quickly here is that I'm going to write of with the halant. Now when these two come together, when this comes close to an a, you don't need the halant anymore, nor you need the a, because the moment that you remove the halant, the ba is already represented. The is already represented in the bha. So you just remove that and then your new verbal base becomes bhav. Okay? So in this equation, I have bho plus according to the vowel sandhi, it becomes bhav because of this sandhi rule over here. Okay? So bhav is our new verbal base. Okay? So that's the verbal base that we will be working with. But remember that before we do our conjugation, there's a couple of things that we have to follow up on. There's more. So before we actually conjugate, we have to add a. A must be added to the new verbal base as if it is being added to the first time because the vowel sandhi has been applied here. So bhav plus a is going to give us bhava. Now, for bhava, now you can take bhava and then you can start conjugating. Let's take a look as to what we can conjugate. So remember these termination endings. We have mi, maha, and mi, vaha, and maha. Si, taha, and ta. Ti, taha, and anti. Okay? So we can add bhava to bhavasi to si. When you once you add bhava to bhavasi, once you add bhava to si, it will become bhavasi. Then you'll have bhavataha, bhavata, bhavati, bhavataha. Now, the other ones, it wouldn't apply for this because remember that there is a separate rule for that. And that rule is that for terminations that begins with ma or va, that becomes an a. So that is going to become an a, so it's going to become bhava. And then you would add bhava to the first person singular, dual, and plural conjugation, the termination endings. And for terminations that begin with that is when the you don't have to add a it's actually removed here. So the only termination that begins with is anti. So you just keep it as bhav. Okay? So that's why you keep it as bhav and then you add the termination ending anti, so it could become bhavanti. So then we have our conjugation. So we have bhavami, bhavavaha, bhavamaha. Bhavami means I am, I become. Bhavavaha becomes the two of us become, or the two of us are. And bhavamaha is we all are, or we all become. Second person singular, bhavasi, is you are, or you become. Bhavataha is the two of you are, or the two of you become. Bhavata is you all are, or you all become. Bhavati. Bhavati is he, she, or it is, or he, she, or it becomes. Bhavata is he, she, or it. The two of them, bhavata, because this is third person dual, it is the two of them become, or the two of them are, and bhavanti is they all become, or they all are. So this is the first conjugation for bhu, to become, and this is a verbal root with a long final vowel. And we will continue with another example in the next video. This is your Sanskrit instructor signing off. Namaste, and see you in the next video.